Hey, to whom it may concern, this is very important, okay? Any of you guys being gang stalked, targeted, or experiencing anything, Kevin Christian, if anyone knows of Kevin Christian's page on targeted individuals, let him know. I always leave comments sometimes, but he don't really write back. But this is very important. All of y'all, research Dolores Cannon. She's a hypnotherapist, and she reaches into the deepest parts of the subconscious, okay? When she hypnotizes people, she goes into a deeper state of consciousness that surpasses time. And she's hypnotized people who, if their soul or their energy was connected to Napoleon or Nostradamus, while she's hypnotizing them in this day and age, she'll hear noises. She'll hear people talking, their mind or whatever. And it would be of someone like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, in the past, or who knows, maybe in the future, in real time, while she's hypnotizing and talking to someone. Their super consciousness, or it surpasses time and vibrates with the source. And we can be having a fucked up life right now, but our same energy is enjoying another life somewhere at the same time, but in the past or the future. And we just got a lot of clowns, like Kevin said. Maybe there's a bunch of crackheads doing this, and the universe and everything, it's gonna crack down on them. They're gonna be humbled. They're going to be humbled. Oh, I promise you, they're gonna be humbled. So, while some of you people are experiencing stuff like this and feeling your heart hurting, there's a guy named Tim, a white guy traveling all over the world trying to get away from this shit. All it is at one point in time, you were knocked out, you were drugged, you were passed out. Who knows if at one time anyone was a willing party to it. I'm being accused of being willing and doing it back and forth with someone, but that's not true. But at one point in time, you were incapacitated, and someone looked into your iris and conjured something. Or something. They hypnotized you somehow and went into some deep part or whatever. And they weren't supposed to do that. And somehow they mess up, or your own spirit, something like switches. They use the universe. They try to make incantations, and they want to switch. If they think that you're a good person, or you have grace in your soul, and your energy has some sort of something in it that they don't have, like a jealous piece of shit who's hypnotizing her and just being nosy into your chart, they'll try to trade. They'll try to pull your shit out and put their shit in. They'll try to pull your chart out and supposedly rub it all up on them, and then theirs on you. And I've been hearing noises, someone pretending to be me, trying to sick the spirits, trying to sick jinns, and trying to sick entities on me, because the other faggot who's pretending to be me, or maybe it's I don't know, he's sicking something on me because they think I'm the one that did foul play on myself. They think I'm the person who did something to someone, but that someone was me, the victim. I was the victim. I'm the victim of whatever happened. But they somehow trick or use technology. I think they're using the naturalness and the magic of time or whatever, and they're using microwaves and remote virtual technology to trick and manipulate something, and it's fucked up. They're fucking this world up, and they're using it, and anyways, they're pretending to be you as the victim, and it's fucked up because the asshole just somehow can put his asshole energetic signature onto you. And I heard in the distance someone saying, that's the guy that looked into my whatever. And they sicked something on me. Like, things are always attacking me. And that's when my heart starts to hurt. When I start to get like something is trying to back the victim up. So there probably is things that back up people that had stuff bad done to them, but it's the aggressor who and it ain't gonna last. They got something coming. They got something coming. But it's the aggressor who is trying to wear your essence, and he's somehow flipped through technology, switched an energetic signature or the hue or polarity to where it makes it look like you're the asshole. Something keeps calling me Danny, Danny, Danny. And someone else keeps calling themselves Sammy when I'm Samuel Velez. And I keep getting heart attacks, and I'll hear noises like a ring, and it's that piece of shit. It's that piece of shit remotely monitoring or trying to get into my consciousness and wake something up to sick it on myself. Because it wants... that noise that chimes in that wants to be your other consciousness, the remote bullshit, it wants to sick yourself on yourself because yourself sees that piece of shit inside of you. And if any of you know anything about spirituality and all this stuff, research it. And if you gain any other insight, send me a message, please. And give me some more perspective on this. These are just innate, like just things that come to my head and I share them. It's like raw shit. It's raw, but it's like, and other people can put perspective on it. Other people can be like, oh, he's got a point. Please, this is what's been happening. This is what, as these things fuck around and mess with my head, yeah. And one of these noises keeps threatening me to be his bitch, or else he's gonna keep looking into my iris. Well, when they look into your iris, I suppose, or whatever, and they hypnotize you, they can go back to time. I mean, time surpasses. So these names of people that I've been mentioning, I used to hang around them like 20 years ago. And if they're doing something right now, while I'm blacked out, while they slip me something in my drink and I mysteriously passed out, if they're doing that shit right now 20 years ago, they're assholes. I could barely hear them. They're like trying to take advantage of something that shouldn't be taken advantage of. And they keep threatening that they keep telling me, that's why people say that this keeps happening to them for years and years and years. Well, all it is they just keep rewinding and looking into hypnotizing you again and again and again at that point in time. But as you're living, it just seems like a long time. It's weird. It's weird, and that's my assumption. I don't quote me on it. But I mean, these names of people, I don't even hung around them or anything, really. And I'm just like putting things together. I'm like, damn, these names are the people that I passed out mysteriously around, and I never questioned it because I didn't want to cause any ruckus. I didn't, want to sound stupid because I'm not conscious of it. So why am I going to ask? Because, hey, man, guys, when I passed out, what happened? I didn't want to hear any lies or hear whatever. I kind of sensed that maybe they just wanted to, I had a car. Maybe they just wanted to drive it around or enjoy ride or something. I don't know. And I probably just didn't want to be lonely and didn't want to confront them. And I guess I needed friends, or I thought they were friends. I don't know. That's stupid, huh? Anyways, or whatever. It's a trip. But I blacked out around two different people, like different names. So I wonder if they're crisscrossing. I wonder if one person at one point in time did that, and then these people are doing it in another point in time, and things are crisscrossing, because when I close my mouth really hard, it's one polarity. It's as if there's a dickhead, a fucking asshole who says, oh, this is hell, or blah, blah, blah. And then when I open my mouth, it's a different polarity, but the same asshole is in there. The same asshole is in there just manipulating shit. And I mean, maybe it's their own, maybe they just invented this technique or this way of messing with my head. Maybe anyone listening to this probably thinks I'm crazy, because whoever else is being targeted or hearing noises or going through something, I'm sure it's based on a whole unique way, based on how you think, based on how you anticipate what the next outcome's gonna be before you even think it. If they already know it, they just grab it and throw it into your face, and you react to it, and it captivates you because you're like, wow, there's just something that, there's substance to it. Well, duh, the substance is you were gonna calculate and you were gonna predict what that possible outcome would have been anyways, while they're fucking with your head before you. Man, this is some deep ass shit, y'all. But so research, pray, meditate on some solutions, or will these irresponsible people to get a fat dick, metaphorical, spiritual, or something, some dick in their fucking mouth, in their ass, in their ears, in their fucking nose, in their eye, in their forehead, in their psyche, that something will lovingly humble them so they could stop doing this shit to people. And they could look inside themselves and appreciate themselves. Let them look inside themselves and learn something about themselves, that they can be like, ooh, ah, instead of being all up in other people's shit.